All right, there, social media land. I see I got us hooked up. We ready to rock and roll on social media. Let me do my call in and get my people ready. I was so busy, y'all, putting stuff together. I almost forgot to call into my own show. Ain't that something? Yeah, I almost forgot to call into my own beginning of my show. Surprisingly, I have everything already set up and ready to go. I didn't have any trouble this evening for something, and which is great. I hope, yeah. Okay, y'all. Hello. I hope everyone is having as good a day and stuff as I did. And we're going to talk about what I did today, which is very, 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 very important. And we're going to talk about that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I do want to do that. There you go. Yeah, I did, y'all. I truly had a great day today. And I can't wait to tell y'all what all I did today. It was a blessing to a lot of people. Hello, social media land. We still have a little kicking session before we get the show started. Come on. Miss G. Okay. Okay, there it goes. Man, I have I'm gonna get me y'all. I'm in the market. I think I'm going to buy me a new tablet because I'm kind of tired of struggling with this one. I've had it in a couple of 3 years now, maybe. So I'm having so much trouble with it. Yeah. So where am I now? Where am I? Still getting everything lined up and set up, y'all. Getting ready, getting ready, getting ready, getting ready. There I am. Y'all, I see me. You know, unbelievable I can see me. Still getting everything lined up and set. Okay, let's do this. There you go. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Yep. You know, I must look kind of nice for my age. The lady didn't want to believe I was the age I was. She told me I really look good for my age. And that made me feel good. Even, like I said, that might be her life and the day she's sticking to it. But it sure made my day. You know, it's so easy to be nice to people. It is just so easy to be nice. Let me see what I got here. If I got anybody on, let me see. Oh, yeah, I see who that is. Hi, baby. I see you there.
Hello.
How am I coming in?
I guess you're talking to me, huh?
Well, you the only baby I got. Well, that can at least halfway talk. Rest of them are infants and learning.
Yeah, you coming in good.
Okay. All right, baby. I can't never get that right. How come I can't never get that right? Oh, come on, man. And what do I hit? I hit that. That didn't work. Well, hell, that didn't work either. I can't get this thing to maintain what I'm putting in there. No, that ain't what I'm trying to do. What did I just hit? That ain't it. I just did something, y'all. I don't know what I just did, but I just messed up my screen. That ain't it either.
We're not watching you.
Oh, I'm glad you're not watching me. Who said that? What did I just hit to make that do that? I did that once before and I did something. That ain't it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can't find what I'm looking for, y'all. Hello, Ms. Roberts. How are you? I got everybody.
I'm just finding you. I'm sorry, I'm finding you.
Good.
Very good. Okay. Oh, so how was your day?
Oh, dude, I had a fantastic day, and I got to tell y'all about it. When I get into the show,
okay.
I want to tell y'all about it. I'm trying to get my. I did something. My screen hasn't adjusted right yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get my screen correct. What did I do? I'm gonna have to come out of my screen, y'all, and go into. What did I do? Now y'all I lost all my other screens. Am I still there? Am I still on live? I am. I can't get my live feed to come up. Okay. Let me do this then. It's not gonna come up like that. Let me see. Okay, y'all, we'll go ahead and do this. I'm not gonna worry about it. Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the talk show, The Road to Success. A talk show that belongs to you. It's where you can come in and talk about any and everything. And the fact that we love to talk about any and everything. So it's always open to you. The topics are centered around you. I'll give you a guideline for something we can talk about, but basically it's on you. Tonight's show is titled Vote. the importance of, because we all got to vote. You know, you better vote. As much as right now, as important as this vote is. And they keep saying, well, every time you always say it's the most important vote we could ever do, because anytime the most important thing you can do is vote. It's up to you what happens, who makes laws, who has control over the laws of your life and your future. And you may not realize it, but your future is centered around who's in office, who makes the laws. It can be someone that's good or someone that is not good at all, like the man that's in the White House right now. So see, all of that is totally up to you. Hello, Dr. Mom. Glad to see you out there. Arlene Span. You know I love you, dear. There ain't nothing you can do about that. But vote, y'all. It is, oh, God, fuck it. You got to realize how important it is. Now, we're going to talk about the debate from last night. I really, you know, y'all got to have an opinion about that debate last night. I mean, I know y'all don't like to speak and talk up. You ain't really got to tell us who you are in order to speak and talk up. No one's going to know who you are anyway. So you can come on here and talk about almost anything. No one's going to know who you are unless you tell them. And if I do call your name, I will call your name as nothing but your first name. I will never, ever use your last. There are many Tyrones and Davids and Bettys and Murrays and Barbaras out there. So if I call you, and I happen to say your name, it will only be your first name, never your last. You have a right to your privacy. And I'm going to give you that right and honor it. Hello, Adrian. Glad to see you on, my brother. Tuned in. Glad to see you there. Adrian and I go back a little ways. And he's on my social media now. If you want to put something in the feed, Adrian, you're more than welcome to put anything in the feed. And if you have a question or comment, I'll be sure to read it or comment or answer any questions you may have. Now, on my feed, you see I have the number. The conference number is 218-548-0510. And the pen number is 1950#. I'm your host, Professor William Murray, who happens to be the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, which is an institute for entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs. It's there where millionaire mindsets, lifestyles, and businesses are made. And as always, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. Y'all, this vote coming up, because, you know, Maryland's early voting starts Monday. And what I've done, because, you know, I'm not supposed to be out around people, I'm putting my life on the line for y'all. I truly am. I am putting my life on the line for you. This vote coming up that we're doing now all across this country is worth the gamble of me, because I'm gambling with my life. I truly am. I'm 70 years old, y'all, and too old to be around people with this virus out there. But I'm a polling judge. I'm a polling judge in one place and a chief judge in another. So I'm out there for you because of the importance of this vote. I'm gambling. I am gambling with my life. It's that important to me. I want to make sure that there are no issues, no harm, no harassment, and that you are in and out when it comes to voting. I'm going to be there to make sure. I'm a polling judge. We set up today. I have more experience than the other chief judges put together in years. I've been around doing this about 20, 25, 30 years. I don't know. It's not important how long I've been doing it. It's just important to me that I have been doing it. We set up today, and this is the first time I've seen a setup of this magnitude. This early voting, y'all, is going to be very, very busy, I think. We have twice as many machines as normal. We have twice as many machines, voting places, spots within where we are that we normally have. But we usually have maybe 10, 15, them little voting things that where you can stand and do your ballots. Well, right now we have 40 set up. So we can do 40 people at a time. We usually have 2 or 3 machines when you put your votes in, once you voted. This year we have 7, because once you finish voting, it takes you less than 10 seconds to put your ballot in the machine and it tell you that you're voting, your vote is counted. Less than 10 seconds. For those of you that are handicapped, we have enough handicap machines for you. I got to give it to the county of Prince George's County, Maryland. Y'all, so far so good. And I like the fact, damn, my name just skipped me. I've been saying it all day. Because I want to remember the Attorney General, is it? Or the, what is her name? Anybody know? Tell me. Somebody come and tell me. She passed a law. She is serious. If anyone at the polls harass you, if you're standing in line to vote and someone harasses you, they will be arrested, and police are there at every polling place. We have several police out there. We're going to have state, we're going to have county, and we're going to have the sheriff's department at every voting place. If someone harasses you or causes confusion or a problem, they are going to jail. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Also Brooks. I think that's who it was, also Brooks. Says we are going to tolerate it. Yeah, and also Brooks. She said we are not going to tolerate no harassment. Because dumb Donald Trump told his people to go to the polls and make sure everything is run smoothly. Bring your ass on by there if you want to. I'm going to handle that department of the lot, of outside, of you coming up to vote. Make sure you got everything you need. They're asking you to wear a mask. They're going to take your temperature. Outside of that, that's it. You can vote. And here's something else that's great for the county. 2 things is great for Prince George's County and I think the state of Maryland. Same day registration and vote. You can come into any one of the polling places and register that day and vote. You can register that day and vote. That is fantastic. Just make sure you have proof of who you are. Pictured ID. Pictured ID. And you can vote. Felons. If you are a felon in the state of Maryland, you can vote. Felons can vote in Maryland. Don't get me like I'm a felon. I can't. Yes, you can in Maryland. If you're a resident of Maryland, you can vote. They made it easy for you. And I got to give them, y'all. I've been out here a long time doing what I'm doing. Told you 20, 30 years I've been doing it. Many, many elections. I've never seen something this big in the state of Maryland. They gave us more machines now than they gave us when Barack Obama was running for president. That's how important this election is. And how many ballots we got, ain't no way in the hell we're going to run out of ballots. We got cases on top of cases on top of cases of ballots. You can go anywhere in the county and vote. Anywhere in the county and vote. I mean, I'm talking about wherever there's a polling place. And most community centers, y'all, well, I'm going to say all the community centers. See, the schools are closed, so they can't have the polling place in the schools, even those that have. You can go to any community center, and they've got early voting. Any community center, and vote. At every community center, they have, I've been eating nothing. I got them all on my teeth. Boy, they wearing me out. You can go to any community center anywhere, and there is a box for mail-in ballots. And y'all, trust me, there is security there at everyone 24 hours a day. Security is always there. I've spoken with several of them because I always go, I go place to place, you know me. I go place to place and I'm checking. They have 3 per each one. They do 8-hour shifts. And when they told me I said we're making, I thought, shit, that's what I should have did. I go place to place and I'm checking. Sitting in my car. 3 per each one. They do 8-hour shifts. Someone has me on. Mute your phone, whoever you are. Mute your phone. And y'all, I mean, I'm serious. Maryland, the state of Maryland, has one of the best voting systems in the country. The state of Maryland has one of the best voting systems in the country. And I'm not saying it because I'm here and I'm a chief judge. I've been around doing this a long time. I've been to many places. You know I've been an activist for years, so you know I've been to a lot of places, protesting and marching. Maryland has one of the best voting systems in the country. Same-day voting, registration and voting. Felons can vote. They got all these voting facilities for you to get to vote. Always 1, 2, or 3, 4, 5 in your community, in your surrounding community, where you can go and vote. Now, you may have to wait. Like I said, the longest anyone's ever had to wait where I worked is 15, 20 minutes. Except when on Barack Obama, the first opening day, I got there. I got there about 5:30, and the lines, and we don't open up to 7 now. Lines had already formed at 5:30 for early voting. It's probably going to be the same thing Monday in Maryland, Tuesday in Maryland, but so many machines, y'all, we're going to get you in and out so quick. We're going to get you in and out so quick. There's not going to be no 4, 5, 6, 8, 10-hour wait. No, not in Maryland. If you aren't in and out within a half an hour, something's wrong. And I'm looking, if you aren't in and out in 15 minutes, something's wrong. We got plenty of voting machines. We got plenty of stations. We got plenty of polling judges. And we got plenty of security. plenty of parking spaces. There is no excuse for you not to vote. We're not telling you how to vote, who to vote for. I'm just telling you, vote a full ticket. Do not just vote for president and say, okay, I'm through. You better vote for school board. You better vote for delegate. You better vote for Congress. You better vote for the Senate. You better vote for the judges. You better vote for the amendments. This is going to determine who is going to have something to do with the government of your lifestyle or what you want. Who's going to listen to you? Who's going to do for you? Because it's a familiar name don't mean a damn thing. You better do your homework to find out which one, who has your interest. We have got to change up those people that are out there right now. The Republican Party is what's holding us back. If you're a Republican, fine. But you're voting against your interests when you vote Republican. And I'm not saying that being cruel. Look at it. Who has all of this voter suppression out there? Who would not let Barack Obama pick a judge for the Supreme Court? It's in a voting year. He had over 12 months, and they wouldn't even give his people a hearing. And now they've got one they've done in less than 3 weeks. And it's right at voting time. We ain't got but 12 days left, y'all. Not even 12, was it? 10? What's the day? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We got 10 days. 11 counting general election. 11 days, y'all. And we will either have the same stupid man in the White House or we'll have someone that we can go in and talk to. He's going to listen to us. See, we can put demands on him. And I think he'll follow through. Or he'll listen and sit down and talk to us. Donald Trump has elected over 200 judges. 200. Over 200. And every one of them have been a white male. Every one has been a white male. They just appointed a judge the other day who is in their 30s, has never, ever tried a case. And that person is assigned and is a judge, a superior judge for life. For life. 30-something years old and never, ever done a case. How the hell are they qualified? But they're the same mindset as him. And you want to know why you're supposed to vote? You want to know why you are supposed to vote? How much sense does that make? You know what power he just gave that lady who he appointed that's never done a trial and is a Superior Court judge for life, who does not vote your interests. So when your child goes before her, when you go before her, when your loved one goes before her, you think she's going to have your interest? All she want to do is lock your ass up. She don't care. You black. She sees color, not justice. She sees color. Same thing with the judge that they put in the Supreme Court. She's going to vote against Roe v. Wade. She's going to vote against the Voting Act. She's going to vote against. Y'all got to realize, if your vote isn't so important, why are they doing all these crooked things, going against everything in God to keep you from voting? Why are they going through all this for voter suppression if your vote isn't important. See, you couldn't complain when they kicking your ass, got their foot so far up your butt that you can smell their toenails. Because you didn't vote. See, what they're going to ask you when you say, well, can you help me? Well, did you vote? Well, no. Well, get out my damn face. You didn't vote. And the thing is, if you do not vote, you are voting for the person who does not have your interest, your family's interest, your culture's interest, your interest. You got to do your homework, y'all, and you got to vote. This is very important. Y'all don't realize what is happening right now. Now, Diane asked, do you have to produce your absentee ballot when you early vote? Diane, yes, you do. Now, here's another thing. If you got an absentee ballot and you didn't vote, you can go into the voting place, and if you have your absentee ballot, they will take it, and you can vote. But now you can't go in and say, I got an absentee ballot and I want to vote. I didn't use it. No, you got to show them the ballot, and you can vote.
So, are absent? I got a question.
Yes.
You got a minute?
I'm listening.
So early voting and absentee ballots, will they be counted before the election, or will no counting take place until after Election Day?
No, voting, here's the thing. They're counting the ballots now. They just can't tell you how it's going until Election Day.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah,
No, it's counted because they can't count them all in one day. They're counted. But here's the thing about when you go in and vote in person. The count is in the machine. See, that's where your chief judge come in. Because y'all don't realize how much paperwork the chief judge got to do. Lord, ask me, because I am a chief judge. All day long, all we doing is paperwork. And we're troubleshooters. Any problems happen that the other judge can't handle, we got to be decision makers.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all don't realize how much paperwork, oh my God, it takes to be a chief judge. What we have to go through. Mm-hmm. We got to make sure the machines are acclimated, make sure everything's running smooth, and we got to count every vote. So when we finish and we shut that machine down for that day, we can tell you how many people voted. We can't tell you how they voted. But the machine knows how they voted. It can tell us how many Republicans voted, how many Democrats voted, but it won't tell us how you voted. Okay. When they pick up the machines, the count is there, and it's a special code and all these keys they got to stick in there that gives them that number. How many voted for this person, how many voted for that person. No one would know that, but when the vote is over, and they run the calculations on those machines. Yes, they're counting them. They just can't tell you what the count is.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because once I went in and I had my absentee ballot, but I showed up on Election Day with my absentee ballot,
right?
And they made me do a provisional.
But the thing about they count. They count. Huh? They count provisionals. They can't count the provisionals until Election Day or the day after. They count the provisionals. But they count them. Oh, yeah.
But it's in the first wave of released numbers.
Yes. Yes. Well, not the first wave. They're in the impression. I would say they're in the second wave. I was under, because the first wave is the voting.
I was under the impression that it wouldn't get counted unless the election was so close that a recount had to be done.
If you lose by 100,000 votes, and they don't have but 25,000 provisional ballots, why would they count them? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree. I just wanted to be in the first thousands.
Yeah, I understand.
In the original count.
No, your vote is counted. No, your vote is counted.
Yeah.
It is counted. Now, here's what's going on. Well, thank you for the question. Thank you, Miss Diane. I appreciate that.
Okay, you're welcome.
That's what I'm here for. Oh, that's what I'm here for, y'all. Ask me. I've been doing this for 20 or 30 years. I mean, you know what? I'm going to sit down one day and figure out and write down every vote, every voting cycle that I've been a judge. Because I started out just at first a judge. For years, I was just a chief judge. A judge, a polling judge. And then one day they said, you got all experience. Says, you're a chief judge. I said, no, I don't want to do that. They says, look, we need your experience. You've been doing this all these years. We got a location that we can give you that's not real big so you can get acclimated. They did that. And like today, like I told you, I know more about it than the chief judge they got at the polls I'm at. But I don't mind just being a judge. But I know for election day, for November 3rd, I'm a chief judge for a certain location.
Okay. Yeah.
But here's the thing about it. You got two chief judges at each polling place. One is a Democratic judge and one is a Republican judge. Because you got to have the documents, and every document that we turn in, and trust me, there are a lot of documents. They must be signed by both the Democratic judge and the Republican judge. So it ain't where they got two Democratic judges or two Republican judges. No, they got one of each. As I told you, Maryland got one of the best systems in the United States. And that's why it runs so smoothly. The only thing that I make myself aware of and makes all of my judges aware of, I want to know how many ballots do we have so we don't run out of ballots. And I'm looking now what we got. We got cases and cases and cases and cases of ballots. We are not going to run out of ballots, y'all, where I am. I can't tell you where. I'm not legally allowed to. But trust me, we ain't going to run out of ballots. And I'm at one of the major locations. And we ain't going to run out of ballots. We've got 25, 30 judges, voting judges at each voting location. Because you got those for the e-poll book. You got those for the ballots. You got those for the provisional. And then you got those for, if you make a mistake, you get another ballot. That's a special judge for that. And we got, it's judges on top of judges on top of judges in there. And I got to count everything, every piece of paper that's done in there. At the end, when I finish, I got to tally up everything. And it's got a balance. Y'all don't realize how much work it is. You really, really have no idea how much work it is. I love it. I wouldn't trade it in. And like I told y'all, I'm really gambling on my life. Because y'all know I just had heart surgery. I'm not supposed to be out there around a lot of people. This is worth it to me. I ordered me some, I got masks aplenty. And plus they give us masks, they give us gloves, sanitizer, all of that. But I got me some of those shields. I ordered me and got me a bunch of shields so I can wear the mask and the shield. I'm wearing long sleeve everything. nothing on me is going to be uncovered. The only thing that's not going to be covered, well, I ain't going to say exactly why my glasses and my shield. So nothing about me is going to be uncovered. I'm wearing the gloves. I'm wearing my shields. I'm wearing long sleeve everything. It buttons up to the collar. I'm protecting me, but this is worth it to me, y'all. This gamble that I'm taking for this election to get rid of who's in the White House is worth it to me. To make sure that you can be properly represented when you come to vote. Y'all know I'm gambling. Y'all know I'm at my age, I'm gambling.
Hey, we out there buying lottery tickets with you. So we are not letting this one slide under the door.
Right.
A lot of people stayed home last time and said, well, I don't really like either one. And you see what we got. The lesser.
Yeah, like I say, those who didn't vote voted for Donald Trump.
They did. And I hope people don't listen to the folks saying, we'll vote for that, right in that other Republican candidate. Maybe you know this. If a candidate decides to drop out, either before or after the election has actually taken place, can all of the votes for that candidate that come in, can they go to whoever gets the most votes in that party, or can they direct who their votes are going to go to? Can they send them to the other person? Can a Republican send the votes that went to them to the Democratic candidate?
You can vote for who you want to vote for. Once you put that mark, and y'all, now, two things. Once you mark your ballot, that's who you voted for. If you make a mistake, you cannot correct it. You got to go get a brand new ballot.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm seeing people saying that as a protest, they should, they're recommending that other voters vote for that secondary Republican candidate. I don't know his name. I hadn't really even heard anything about him, but there's somebody else that's running, and he's a Republican, and it's not Donald Trump.
Well, now, here's the thing about it. It's going to tell you your ballot. It's going to tell you how many people you can vote for that particular position. For president, you can only vote for one. You can only vote for one for president. But see, like in some cases, in some cases out there,
this is somebody who's run a write-in campaign.
You can do a write-in. It's going to count. They're going to count that person.
I don't want to do a write-in. But a friend of mine is suggesting that you write in other candidates, including putting your own name in there.
If you want to.
But it ain't that kind of a year.
But you wasted your vote, because all you're going to get is one vote, and that's yours.
Yeah, and it's a waste. But I also thought that candidate then, say that candidate gets 100 votes in Maryland.
Okay.
Can they say, well, I'm going to step aside, and if a vote was cast for me, it can go to Donald Trump, or it can go to Biden?
They can't do that. No.
They don't have any say in where it goes.
Nope. One vote is one vote. Whoever you vote for, that is counted for that one individual, and it cannot be transferred over to anyone else.
So if there were write-in candidates that were getting votes, those votes just go nowhere.
Go nowhere. That's how many people voted for that write-in candidate. And they get counted for how many ever they get. And that's it. You cannot transfer a vote for someone to someone else. No.
Yeah, it's still not that kind of a year, though, because too many many people threw away their vote last time by staying home.
Well, I'm trying to think right now. Let me think for a minute. Because I just read where, damn, who was it? Oh, my God. Just voted for Ronald Reagan. They wrote in Ronald Reagan.
Oh, somebody, what?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. And you know who it was? I'm trying to think of who it was. Lord God, I just read that article yesterday. Day before yesterday. They voted.
I'll look it up.
They were Republican, and they didn't want to vote for Donald Trump, and they weren't going to vote for Biden, so they wrote in Ronald Reagan.
Oh, well, he can do that.
Yeah.
He's a Republican.
So Ronald Reagan got one vote. So far, he got one vote. God, who was that?
It took me back to the 1980 election.
God, I can't think of who it was now.
Oh, no, you know who did it?
Who?
Our governor.
Right.
Governor, Larry Hogan.
Hogan, right. That's right, Hogan.
A write-in vote for Ronald Reagan.
Yep, he did it right. He gonna put down Ronald Reagan.
Oh, my goodness. It was on Fox News.
Yep, I can think of who it was. You're right. It was Hogan. Yep, the governor of Maryland wrote in Ronald Reagan.
You know, sometimes you just want to smack somebody upside the head.
But at least we know he did not vote for Trump. So Trump, that's not one that Trump can get counted. I wish all the damn Republicans would vote for Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, I guess you got a point there. Yeah, okay. I'll go easy on it.
Well, yeah, well, you know, but that's being ate up with dumbness.
My goodness.
Now, here's the thing, too, y'all. Let me explain something to y'all. Tell y'all something. They're always out there looking for judges, for voting judges, and they pay very well. They pay very well. When you say I have nothing to do and I can make some extra money, you should have signed up to be a voting judge. You make $200 to $300 a day. $200 to $300 per day.
That's a long day, though.
Yeah, but baby, most of you sitting on your butt. And you get breaks. You get breaks because so many judges. I do this. I'll let you sit there for 2 hours, then I'll ask you, do you need a break? If you need a break, we'll put somebody in your seat because you gotta log out and they gotta log in. So you get your break. You can get 10, 15 minutes. And if it's slow, you can take a half an hour. I'm not strict. And you know, but here's the thing. Most of my crew, we work together many a times. They love me as a chief judge. I'm not hard. I'm not power hungry. Just do your job. Do your job. Now,
I did sign up to work the polls for President Obama's first election.
Yeah.
I was real pleased with that. Man, at the end of that day, my cheeks just hurt so much. I was smiling all day.
Yeah. Was it you slept with that smile on your face?
Oh man, I slept the sleep of the just, I tell you.
Yeah. Oh, you now it can wear you out. It can wear. It is a long day, y'all. I gotta be there at 6 o'clock, and I won't leave probably about 9 or 10 o'clock that night. But now here's the thing about my judges. Here's the thing about my judges. And why my judges love me. When the polls close at 8 o'clock, when everybody get together and do the count and give me all of the paperwork that they're supposed to give me for that particular section, I don't make them hang around until I finish mine. So usually if the polls close at 8 and no one is over, you know, because when Barack Obama ran, we had to stay there one time about 8:45. Because as long as you're in line, you get to vote. We shut the line down at 8. But if you're in line and there's 30 people, All 30 people get to vote. Now, it takes about a half an hour for you to close down the machines, do the count, and get your paperwork to me. I'm not going to make you sit around there to 10, 11 o'clock because I'm still doing my paperwork. Once we've got everything done that you're supposed to do and everyone has finished everything, I'll let you go. I'm not going to keep you around while I'm doing my paperwork. My paperwork's another hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. I'm not going to make you sit there while I'm doing my work, my paperwork. I'll let you go. So you're going to be gone by at least 9 o'clock. Although the polls close at 8. If you get your work done soon enough, I can let the whole crew go at 8:30. I've never kept my people past half an hour after the polls. Because during the evening, while we're getting down to it, I'll explain to you what you need to do. Get your paperwork, do what you got to do, get it to me. They do what they got to do, get their paperwork to me, and once everybody's got I got all the paperwork from everybody, and machines are shut down, y'all can go. I'm not going to make you hang around while I do my paperwork. It's not fair to you. You got a lot of judges out there ate up with ignorance, and they'll make you sit there. I won't do that. I don't think it's fair for me to make you do that. But it's at your own discretion. Now, I had to point something out to one of the judges. Because he says, well, we're going to pray. You can't do that. Well, man, I pray for everything. Every time you can't do that. You know, the law is you got to separate church from state. You cannot pray because everyone there may not be a Christian. And how you going to put your God on me and I can't pray to my God to you? So no, you cannot pray before we start. You can go into a group somewhere and pray, but on that floor, out there on that voting floor, in that book, you cannot pray. Now, I'm not a Christian, but I don't knock you. But I just tell you, you can't do it. One thing, church and state, you know it says what? Church and state are separate. We got plenty of extra rooms. You can take the group that want to pray. Y'all go pray. But you can't do it on that voting floor. They'll fire your butt in a heartbeat. They will come and tell you to go home. Because they did it to a chief judge last year. He made 2 major mistakes. And I kept him, man, you can't do that. And he kept doing it. And they come in and told him, you can go home. Amen. I'm serious. They are serious about this. The judges are under strict rules and regulations. Very strict rules and regulations. And this was a chief judge that they came in and told him to go home. And when they came in, they had someone to replace him when they walked in. They knew they were going to let him go. I told him, man, you can't do what you're doing. But he wanted to be all right and stubborn, and they got him. Somebody reported, though. And here's the thing, you don't never know who a watch person is. So you got people floating through there that their job is to watch the polls and the people. And you don't never know who they are. Ever know who they are. So they got watchdogs. They got watchdogs. And they see you doing something wrong, and they know, maybe you want to see a book. You ought to see the book of rules we got in regulations. It is a thick book of rules, and you better know it. But the chief judge's thing is to make sure that you don't break those rules and regulations. Because he thought he was above the law, and they got him. They let him go. Right then, and I wasn't surprised. I'm surprised they didn't get him earlier that day. They didn't get him that afternoon. And we have no idea who it was that reported him. Maryland has one of the best and fairest polling systems in the country. They even pay you on training day. Although, like this year, you had to be there for 4 hours. Usually it's like 2 hours, and you get $50. So it's $25 an hour. This year it was a little longer, but they still just paid you $50. But they pay you to work the booth, work the voting, $200 to $300. It's worth it. To me, it's worth it. It ain't about the money to me. It's about the service that I'm doing for my people and my country. This election is one of the most important elections in my lifetime because of who is in there now. And we got to get them out. And do y'all realize how the Republicans right now are behind in the polls? McConnell is fighting for his life. He's a bigger racist. He's a bigger racist than Donald Trump. He's fighting for his life. You got to realize when Donald Trump loses, all of these thugs, hoodlums, and thieves that's in there, they go with him. When Donald Trump loses, all of them hoodlums and thugs, they go with him. The only ones that stay there are the ones who win their election. And right now, America's tired of that bullshit. They seen how bad they are. Already, they have kicked out over 500,000 votes down south. Think about what I just told you. They have already kicked out over 500,000 votes. With the signatures don't match from when they signed from the signature from 20 years ago. Well, hell, whose signatures what it was 20 years ago?
Oh, that's just crazy.
That's what they're doing.
Didn't they do a photo ID at the moment?
And see, in Maryland, you ain't got to have a photo ID. We got three questions that we ask you. 3. You ain't got to have a photo ID. And if you don't know the answer to those 3 questions, we got a problem.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but there are 3 questions that they can ask you that you got to answer in order to get your ballot.
Okay. Is that if you don't have a driver's license?
Oh, Maryland only asks for ID.
But so you have to do the 3 questions.
You don't know that. It's just they're so general. They're so general. But the machine's going to tell us, is that you? The machine is going to.
So it asks me personal questions?
Yes.
Like, where did I work? Or what's my address?
Yes.
What's my phone number, maybe? What was my party affiliation?
No, we'll never ask you that. Well, it'll tell us what your party affiliation is. Because here's the thing. Now, we got so many ballots for each jurisdiction in Maryland. So if you're living in another area and you're not voting in your voting area, we got to have the ballot for your area. For the people that are running in your area. Because you got people because we got we got 9 different districts. So we got to have ballots for each of those 9 districts. And it'll tell us which district you're in, and that's the ballot you get. So when you vote, you ain't voting for my district, somebody in my district. You're voting for somebody in your district.
Right.
You know, y'all, this has been one of the quickest hours. Do you realize it is that time of the evening where I've done an hour show? It doesn't seem like it.
Well, another quick question, if you got a second.
Yes.
When I show up to the polls, if all I have is my driver's license and a piece of mail, am I able to vote?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Okay. It might be provisional?
Yes, but it's still going to be counted.
Okay. Okay. That's good enough. This is such a deep blue state. I can't imagine a great big upheaval.
Well, you know, you know, the governor's Republican. Your governor's Republican.
But he's not the first one.
No, he's not. He's the first one in a while.
Yeah. So whose fault is that?
Yeah, the fact that we didn't vote, and the guy he ran against, and we told the guy he ran against, Brown, what he was doing wrong, and that's what beat him. That's why Brown lost to Hogan, because he did not do what we were advising him to do. When I say we, I was on one of the advisory boards that was giving them advice on what to do, and he didn't do it,
well, now
and
Brown
it cost
is running in Prince George's County, right?
Huh?
Now Brown is running in Prince George's County,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, anyone have a question before we close down, y'all? Because I got 1 minute. Does anyone have any? Thank you, Diane. But I mean, no, Diane. Thank you, darling. You helped me make my show. You helped me make my show.
I don't know.
You were my co-host. You were my co-host tonight.
Okay. Thank you for being there. You have a good night.
All right, darling. And I'm always here, y'all. I mean, you know I'm doing a fund drive to keep this show on the air. If y'all think the information I give you and the stuff that I teach and the guests I bring in is worth your time, give a donation. Y'all, I'm not asking about whatever you can give. You can go to Cash App, $W Murray. That's MURRY. Send me $25. It'll help me keep the show. That's Cash App, $W Murray. Go to paypal.me/MM Institute. PayPal.me/MM Institute. We have a GoFundMe page that no one uses. No one wants to give a donation on that GoFundMe page. GoFundMe.com/F/W Murray1. GoFundMe.com/F/W Murray1. Or you want to send me cash?
That sounds like a great idea.
I would appreciate it.
That sounds like a great idea, because this is a real public service, and I appreciate you.
Oh, y'all, we're going to get into a lot of stuff between now and Election Day. Between now and the 3rd. The next 2 shows will be kind of heavy. And if you want to send me money order or cash or a check, P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. That's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. And y'all know how I'm is now. Y'all know me. And I always tell you, if you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or pulling. Well, I'm just like Curtis Mayfield. I'm telling you that we're a winner. And I'm not going to let nobody say that you can't make it. I'm going to do the best I can to build you, grow you, and give you the mental mind to get that which you're seeking in life. You know I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Until next time, y'all, God bless. Keep working on your road to success. And send me a donation, please. You can call the Institute or call the show at 240-619-2019. That's 240-619-2019. Until next time, y'all, God bless. And keep working on your road to success. God bless. Until next time.